night comes alive. Maxspeedtv, where the races thrive. Tires burn, a crowd leans in. This is where the action begins. Wheels spin, sparks ignite. Under the lights is a fierce fight. Chance alive like a racing heart. Is a place where legends start. Oh, Maxspeedtv, full throttle run. Broadcasting great chat, second to none. League action racing under the sun. Maxspeedtv, where the fun's never done. Thank you, Chevyland.com. Now hurry, get you one, son. Tell Maxspeedtv sent you. Engines roar, the night comes alive. Maxspeedtv, where the races thrive. Tires burn, a crowd leans in. This is where the action begins. Wheels spin, sparks ignite. Under the lights is a fierce fight. Chance alive like a racing heart. Is a place where legends start. Oh, Maxspeedtv, full throttle run. Broadcasting great chat, second to none. League action racing under the sun. Maxspeedtv, where the fun's never done. Thank you, Chevyland.com. Now hurry, get you one, son. Tell Maxspeedtv sent you. Engines roar, the night comes alive. Maxspeedtv, where the races thrive. Tires burn, a crowd leans in.
everybody, tonight the OP Super Speedway Unlimited Series unloads for round number 6 of season 18 Daytona night, sponsored by, well, that man right there, the number 6, Bubba, Winningham, and Chevy Land. So big shout out to Bubba for sponsoring tonight's race. Of course, presented to you all by Maxspeedtv. Gonna kind of have to roll through it here because advanced in the lobby here in about 6 minutes to qualifying. However, we've already got those race analytics up here tonight. An air tip of 71, a track tip of 72. Like I said, night race, so not really gonna have the heat to get with tonight. Not a huge. There's the Daytona. For out 24 hours of Daytona going on, so a few drivers we see are not out here tonight. They running in that. However, we got points racing to contend with this evening. 100 laps, 250 miles, unlimited tires, 45% fuel. It is 15 laps on a tank of, might be a less, but 15 to 20 is rough, a good rough number. Could be less actually, on how many drivers are actually able to get into a drafting situation. Now, pit road here at Daytona is 60 miles an hour with a pace speed of 70. Already seen out there in chat here tonight. I did manage to get me a new microphone too, so we don't have the static going on that everybody was complaining about a few days ago. So we're still working with the settings on the new mic, but I think it sounds pretty good out here this evening. I see Steven, Buckeye, Dana, Nuts out there, Brendan, my brother. How are you all out here this evening? So, nope, I got a new mic, so you don't have to. Unless it's staticky again. It sounds like it is staticky. Bad static. Well, I don't know what's going on. I can think of is that maybe have a USB problem. Have to kind of go with the flow here, and hopefully that fix it. So we'll kind of continue that, but that is our pre-race analytics here tonight. Hopefully we can get through the race and not a whole lot of problems. We are going to step aside and play the national anthem provided by Madison Rising, so hang tight, folks. Qualifying will be underway when we come back.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket treadless, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our such a shame. Slander the plane, the US of A. Oh, Satan's that star, spangled banner, gave way for the land of the free. And the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching Maxspeedtv.
Alrighty, folks. Are back. Qualifying is underway here tonight. I'm going to go ahead and turn my sound on and this. To see if it's maybe doing it again. Sounds good now? Okay, alright. It might be my USB port on the top of my computer. So, alright, well, I guess we will be good to go here tonight. I am going to have to make some adjustments, though. But we will do that later. Qualifying is underway here tonight. Times are starting to roll in, and Vicente Guerrero right now in the Superman 14 up at the top spot here this evening. Dave Hunt there at second. Rick Sanchez is out here on the racetrack, currently running in that P spot. Like Dwayne Corbett, Anthony English, Jerry Bergeron, Gabe Butler, Nick Wing out on the track. Hey, and it's fixed. I actually have the correct number on the car tonight. Nick Wing. It's still staticky. It's staticky when I talk loud, I've noticed. I don't know what. Let me back my mic on. If maybe that helps. Probably have to give myself gain, but all right, well, here we go. Anthony English to the top. All right, well, it looks like the final 20 seconds here. Anthony English is going to grab the pole. A 50.8 of 22 drivers. All right, well, let's go ahead and get Anthony up here. All righty, Anthony, congratulations on the pole out here tonight for round number 6. Everybody starting up front. How does it feel out there being a night race?
I have no idea. The only lap that I've done is this.
Okay, well
I didn't.
then.
I didn't practice at all. Literally, I just got in, just loaded in, and just had enough time to put a lap in and got the pole. So it feels good.
It feels good. All right, we'll just go with that then. All righty, buddy. Well, congratulations on the pole. Well, let's see here if you can finish out the race up front.
Sounds good, man.
All righty, buddy.
All right, later.
Later. All right, well, that was Anthony English out there. One lap, that's all he needed. So let's, shall we? I do apologize about the static, but nothing I can do about that now. But all right, well, Anthony English grabbing the pole out here tonight with a 58.3. All he needed was that lap, and he got it. Congratulations to Anthony on pole. Vicente Guerrero in second. Gabe Butler third. Dave Hunt fourth. Larry Eddy fifth. Rick Sanchez sixth. Bubba Winningham seventh. Andy Brigante in eighth. Harold Rothery ninth. And Shane Posey in 10th. Dwayne Corbett in 11th. Shane Wilton 12th. Like we've got a Shane fan out there tonight too. But Chase Greer, I know that name from somewhere. No yell, then no static. That's probably what happened, yeah. In 13th, Nick Wing in 14th. Jerry Bergeron 15th. Brandon Pfeiffer in 16th. Ron Walters 17th of the qualifier. Shane Ward going to be the not to qualify. He's going to start back at 18th. Andrew Zato 19th. Mark Mann in 20th. Christopher first. Adam Kildate second. That's it. 20 drivers out here tonight. I think it's going to be a pretty good race. So some drivers were able to make it in here this season. Good deal. Use sign language? Yeah, that'll be a lot harder than what you think. All right, I am going that sponsor top right off of there. Everybody knows. Also in the top left corner of the screen, so we are gonna have to do some adjustments here, though. Sorry about blowing your ears out, guys. I know, Belva. I know. Nothing I can really do about that at the moment. I hate that it's having all the static problems. Well, all right, pace car will dive off to the safety of pit road for the first time here tonight. Hopefully the only time, as there it goes. We're going to be coming into that start zone here. Anthony English and company leading the way. And here we go, folks. Boogity, boogity, boogity. We are racing here tonight at Daytona. Sponsored by Bubba Winningham. Just say it's windy. Yeah, I might have to do that. I just might have to. All right, already on the backstretch here. It does not take long. I am trying to find a good camera angle for everybody. 14 of Vicente on the outside. Rick Sanchez outside of Leon. He's going to lead the first lap. Remember, 100 laps here tonight. Wow, Everett. And Anthony English is going to lead the first lap here this evening. That is going to be the first lap down and 99 to go here, folks. I am going to turn the sounds of the cars down some. Not a whole lot, but some. And we see Anthony already moving back. Got to pull it out of it. And he is moving toward the back. Of course, they do also have that new thing they're doing here this season. For everybody that does not know, it is a Clean Driver Award. I do not have the updated standings on that, but hopefully I will have them before next weekend. Of course, no broadcast Tuesday, as that series is already completed. We will not be back in action until Thursday for the 87 series, and already going to go single file until you get back here with the 13 of Andy Bergante, side by side with Rick Sanchez, Shane Posey, Dwayne Corbett, Brandon Pfeiffer, Shane Wilden coming up through the field here too. In the 8-0 way, there's the one of Jerry Bergeron also in the mix here. So already starting to see some drivers kind of come through the field. Andy coming from 8th and pushing that P2 spot. Trying to get P3 is side by side with Bubba right now. I would not rule out a 3 wide early on here. Looks like the Buckeye Dana out there rooting on the Misfits. That Dana Shepard. Just out of curiosity. I don't think so, but Misfit Toys. Wow. Andy Bergante up to the front. Like I said, seeing some 3 wide. Led 3 laps, and he is up against the outside wall here. He is going toward the back. I'm going to pull up behind the one of Jerry now. On the outside, Larry Eddy in the 025 on the bottom. The 13 of Andy Bergante on the outside. Already 5 laps into this race, and we have already seen several leaders. I'm trying not to yell because I do not want any of the static to come through. Yeah, 4 wide might be pushing it. We'll definitely see probably some 3 wide later on. Going to see a lot of side-by-side and side-by-side racing here early on in the race, and they're coming up on Dave Hunt here, who has already had to use his fast repair. Not sure what happened to the 53. They are going to go 3 wide as they come around Dave. Dave is going to stay to the outside, let the leaders go by. He is the first driver a lap down, so, and he's the only driver a lap down. So I don't know what happened to Dave there. Ooh, already seeing some bumping going on. I did see Bubba got close to the 83 there of Shane Posey, but everybody was able to keep it clean. These are the Xfinity cars for everybody that is wondering what car they're in. I can yell at cautions. All right. Cautions and 4 wide. Got it. Oh, a little bit of a wiggle there. Eddie Bergante in that 13. See Shane Posey going to the, well, outside, down to the bottom, taking over the lead. Brandon Pfeiffer coming from 16th to 2nd already. Just goes to show you that some of the runs these guys are already getting early on. Chase Greer coming from 13th to 3rd. I wonder if dust inside your computer or inside of maybe the USB ports could cause that. Does anybody
Very well
know?
could.
Oh, hey, Steven. Hey, look who joined me in the booth tonight. Wow.
Hello, everybody.
I didn't even, he just popped in here. I've got my thing, you know, that says who, if somebody joined you turned off. So I wasn't even paying attention. So you skirted me.
used to. I'm actually used to that not being paid attention to. So
Okay.
you didn't hurt my feelings.
All right. So dust, my brother said dust can cause that. So I probably
Yes, it
need
can.
to do some spraying and cleaning out of my computer. So that's weird that dust can cause static problems. But
Well, it's just because it's not getting a good enough connection. Is what
ah,
it is. It's blocking that that signal.
I got you.
How
Yeah.
are you, Joshua?
I'm doing all right. I was afraid we wouldn't have but maybe, 12, 15 cars out here tonight. But, they decided, I guess, those that wasn't racing in the 24 hours of Daytona, maybe it's not coming up yet, decided to go ahead and get out here and race at the oval side of Daytona. So, 22 drivers, out here tonight. That's a pretty good field for this race for round number 6. And we're halfway in the regular season, after tonight. So, we're winding it down, but still plenty of races in the regular season for, wins to be got, points to be got, the Clean Driver Award, to make sure you don't get your incidents out of whack. A lot of things still could happen between now and, the end of the regular season.
Oh, absolutely, and it's we still got a lot of races left, even tonight. I mean, we got 100 laps tonight, and
100 laps, yeah. We're already on lap number 12 though, so we're. These guys are running clean here early on. I know my mic probably sounds pretty good in Discord. It really don't sound too hot over the stream, especially when I get loud. But I'll do some cleaning up. I've got to move my stuff around anyway, so when I break down my computer and all later on, probably tomorrow maybe, probably do it tomorrow. I'll get some cleaning done, all of it. I'll even open it up, spray it all out, and maybe it'll work. Maybe it'll work properly. Probably not, but, we'll give it a shot.
it's technology, man. You just never know when it's going to work right, when it's not. So.
Right. Yep. But Bubba Winningham is going to lead to his first lap right there. And Bubba's our sponsor tonight, too. So a big shout out to Bubba and Chevy Land. Of course, I got my hat and my shirt from my brother that Bubba sent to my brother. So looks like Dwayne Corbett moving up here as well. Dwayne's also already led a lap. So a couple of drivers. I'm going to go ahead and check that real quick. It does not show. There it is. 7 lead changes already. So, we've got quite a few lead changes.
I don't know what happened, but I just got black screens. All my screens just went black.
Oh, no. That's not good. Hey, I'm not the only one having problems, it sounds like, folks.
No, I don't know what's going on.
Well, Harold Rothery up front, coming from ninth. He's on the outside here while Steven gets that figured out. We're going to keep an eye on that Monster 600 machine. He is looking to lead a lap here, too. Vicente's led a lap. Jerry's looking to lead a lap and steal it away from Harold Rothery on the outside. Coming to the stripe, I think the 600 is going to have it there at the line. Yes, he does. The 025 of Larry Eddy is behind that number 1 machine. And everybody really starting to get into that bottom line here, coming up on our first round of the green flag pit stops here, Steven. So maybe if they could get a green flag pit stop or 2 in here, you know, get some of these drivers in, you know, different packs, you know, we'll kind of see maybe later on how it affects, you know, the fuel, you know, 45% fuel. So great, now you won't see the sign language. My brother says do wind control shift B. Wind plus control plus shift plus B. It'll reset the drivers, is what he says. Lap number 16 here, folks. Remember, I have fuel at about 15 to 20 laps. So we are within that window. Up, down, left, right, circle, circle. Square, square. The graphics drivers, that is, Steven, not any of the other drivers. So everybody still staying out. Nobody coming down pit road yet. Gabe Butler did go toward the tail end. Nick Wing still running back here toward the back. He started 14th, but he did go toward the back. Now running 17th. Ron Walters, Batman himself, Mark Mann. We got a Batman and a Superman out here on the track. We got Mark Mann in the Batman car. And then we've got a Superman car out here, the 14 of Vicente Guerrero. Maybe everybody just needs to run superhero cars. Harold Rothery has led now 3 laps. Everybody's still staying straight. It is a night race, so black screen.
Wow.
I don't think
That wasn't a problem.
I don't. Oh no. I don't think that's what that means there, Peanuts. But okay. Oh, we've got one down on the apron. That is Shane Wilden. Oh, it looks like he is okay. No yellow. And we are coming up on pit stops here. We got drivers coming down pit road. Let these guys get on pit road, and then we will get to them. Jerry Bergeron, Bubba Winningham, Shane also going to go ahead and come down with these guys. So we've got 3 drivers down pit road now. Shane Ward is going to go to the tail end. And Shane, I actually have your paint this week, I do believe. So Batman, I would think Superman would beat Batman, honestly, Everett. Oh, here we go. Big field coming down pit road.
Gonna get a little bit dicey.
Yep, Larry Eddy, Harold Rothery, Vicente, Shane, Andrew, Dwayne, Brandon, Chase, Anthony, Rick, Gabe, Andy, Adam, Christopher, Shane, and Ron Walters. The only 2 stayed out this time will be Mark Mann and Nick Wing. Mark Mann did get the lap led. I would assume him and Nick would come down this time, and Dave Hunt is behind them. Looks like Dave is going to go around the 21, or the 21 is out of fuel, as his speed is dropping very quickly. Yeah, I think Nick Wing may be out of fuel here, folks. Coming down on the apron, he's going to have to get it, manage to get it to his pit box. Mark Mann is on pit road. He started 20th, so he is going to be back a little bit further. He is going to be able to slide into his pit box here, and I think Nick Wing on pit road will be okay. They went actually 21 laps here, folks, so they were definitely pushing it. As we've seen, I think Nick Wing did run out of fuel there, and Shane Posey and company is coming back around. I will let Steven talk as soon as he decides he wants to talk.
I'm trying to get stuff set back up. Give me just a minute there, Joshua.
Okay, so he's still dealing with that. All right. So Mark Mann coming back out onto the track here. Probably either right in front of the leaders or very close to it. As the leaders are coming around, Mark's going to have to squeeze very so carefully back up on the track, and he is gonna, looks like, be able to pull it behind maybe the 13 here of Andy Brigante. Mark's gonna have some help though with Shane Ward coming up on him, so these two going to be able to get connected together. So the first round of green flag pit stops went off really without a hitch and a hiccup. So good job by everybody out here as Dave Hunt comes back out. Still a lap down. Dave looking to get back on the lead lap with maybe a yellow here. Back to side-by-side racing. Yeah, I know, Belva. I know we've got static. I will hopefully be able to take care of that here and after the race tonight. I don't know. Bought me a brand new headset. It's still doing it, so it's got to be something to do with my ports.
Might have to break down and buy you one of those boom mics headset.
I might have to.
I know that's what I'm kind of looking at doing.
Andrew Zotto led a lap, and he's pulling back. He's led a couple of laps here, so he's going back to the tail end.
No pressed Vicente Guerrero taking over the lead.
Yeah, he's already led a lap, and he's looking to lead another one here if he can hold off the 83 of Shane. Oh, they got close.
Jerry getting a little bit out of sort too.
Well, I think he was following the 83, and when the 83 went up, Jerry went up. So, follow the driver in front of you. Type ordeal. I appreciate it. Yeah, I know. I don't know what the deal is.
User error. That's what I blame it on.
Yeah,
that's what I blame it on.
Wow. I just now got that, folks. He said user error, and I just now got it. I don't know. I don't know where you actually live at, Steven, but I know approximate. I'm just saying. I do know where you work.
Yeah.
Well, Larry.
I'm grateful we got that 3-day weekend this weekend, and I have done nothing but relax.
Oh yeah, well that's yeah. Y'all are off Monday, so yeah.
Yes.
Friday, Saturday, or Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So, and it's going to be kind of a short week next week too. Y'all's only going to be working Tuesday through Friday, unless they make y'all work Saturday, but I doubt it.
No, I'm actually got a short week next week too.
Oh no! Oh no!
There went my eardrums.
Oh, sorry about the static there, folks. We almost had a yellow. Oh, Larry Eddy. not going to be able to go back and look at it because they are still green, but that really shook up the field.
Yeah, I'm actually looking at it right now, Joshua. Just a second.
Man. Larry Eddy with some heavy damage on that machine, too. He plowed the wall. So while Steven looks at that, man, that could have been bad. And they're going to go 3 wide here, folks. Now back to side by side. That was the 85 there. 3 wide as they come around the 21 of Nick Wing. But that was the 85 of Adam Kilday that was there in the 3 wide mix, but everybody's okay now.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what happened. I know the 83, Shane Posey was right behind Larry, pushing pretty good, and then it almost like Larry's car lifted, and the tail end just shifted to the right, sent him up into the, or sent him down into Vicente, and Larry went up into the wall and just scraped the wall around turn 4.
And you might be right. Yeah, Mr. Winkler out there asking where McNeese is at. As I posted in chat, I think he's doing the 24 hours of Daytona. That's why he is not here tonight. Because that is one of the drivers we are missing. And, of course, we're missing Steven, but I always appreciate Steven jumping up here in the booth with me.
Well, I'm kind of... I've kind of put my racing on hold, as you guys know. I'm not doing a whole lot right now, and I'm dealing with some. Well, I'm just gonna say I'm dealing with some mental health issues that I've got to get taken care of, and I've got to take care of myself first.
Yeah,
folks.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, we want you at 100%, not 50%. So. We mainly just want you to get better. So I know Bubba, as we were looking at it here, Bubba Winningham got a good run on the outside, but he didn't push the issue. He didn't go 3 wide or anything. He let everybody make their move ahead of him, and now he's still hanging, just doing his own thing. Oh, the 9 of Dwayne Corbett drops it right in front of the 83. Good thing he knew exactly that if that car would fit or not. But, John, we appreciate you jumping in here and watching some good racing, man. These guys are really putting on a great show here early on. Already a quarter of the way through the race here. We're going to be coming up on another round of pit stops, though, in about 10 or 11 laps here. They're going to be doing that about 20 laps of fuel, as you did miss the free race analytics. It's about 15 to 20 laps. We'll see a lot of these guys come in about the 17, 18 mark, and then probably a good majority of them come in 19, 20 as we did the first time around.
Yeah, 45% fuel. I mean, you're talking about almost a half a tank, and in the draft, you're really going to be making up some ground and not burning a lot of fuel unless you're the 14 of Vicente,
yeah,
out front, and you're just wide open the whole time.
Yeah, because he's not lifting.
No.
Him or the one, I would say, would be not lifting. Everybody else would be trying not to get into the driver ahead of them. And so they may be lifted a little just to kind of keep the momentum, but as Bubba, man, he is all over the tail of the one here. And the 85, the 85 and the one, door to door. But yeah, being wide open, you're going to burn up more fuel than you are if you're like Bubba or Harold or Andy or, one of these guys that are, in the draft.
Yeah, I'm on board right now with Jerry.
Okay.
Or Gary. I'm like you. I get it confused too.
Jerry or Gary? I've been calling him Jerry, and watch it be Gary.
Yeah. notice that middle line, if you're watching, he's kind of falling back. If he would kind of suck it down to that lower line in the corner, like what he's doing right now, he's getting that side draft, but he stays right there in the middle of the corner and not drift up. He is going to be able to maintain that momentum through the corner.
That's kind of what he's doing now, is he's getting that momentum.
It's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, we just seen that he made almost a pass, clean pass of the 14. He is now side by side with him, so.
But right here, if he stays up there,
it's not going to help.
Gap,
yep.
You see how much he's lost. Even though he's got help behind him, getting that side draft, what that does is it pulls the speed off the lower line as well. Ooh,
yep.
big bump from the 85 of Adam Kilday on the Vicente.
Yeah,
got Vicente a little bit loose there.
Bubba got hot. It's all right. Bubba got hot. He had to back off. So, but yeah, as you said, the big bump there by Adam. It's all right. Talk over me. I know I talk too much anyway, so.
Well, I'm actually pulling up my, ooh. I was actually trying to pull this up to see if it would do anything. Oh, I don't want to do that. I was trying to pull up my Sim Racer app, and because I have a deal where it will show me the gauges and stuff, but I guess because I'm not driving, it's not actually.
No, it won't.
Letting me.
It won't pull it up, I believe, under the watch tab.
Well, Sim Racer's app's a different thing. It's not. But I thought, because I'm seeing this tachometer. I'm actually on board with Bubba right now.
Oh, okay.
And I'm seeing his tachometer really well.
No, he don't have a black screen anymore. He is back full running, 100%.
Well, I had to do an update.
Ooh, that'll do it.
Last night.
Oh.
And I'm thinking maybe there was something. It'd been in sleep mode most of the day because I was just kicked back in my recliner watching TV. So.
Steven being lazy.
Yep.
All right, lap 36. We're within that window again. 4 fuel stops. Been out here anywhere between 16, 17 laps for most of them. The only two that's been out here 14 laps is Nick Wing and Dave Hunt. Everybody else will have to come down and pit here in the next 2 to 3 laps. So they are getting single file.
Yeah, I've got my the radio going, and I can hear them guys talking about pitting this time. So.
All right, well, it does.
left, right, up, down. You forgot the BA select start there, Peanuts.
Shane Wilden down and Ron Walters is down, so.
Whoa,
yeah.
Guys trying to pit from that outside line.
I thought that was illegal.
It is.
So Vicente, Harold, Andy, Bubba, Jerry, Shane, all down pit road here.
Leaders are going to be pitting this next time by.
All right. Well, that'll be Adam, Brandon, and Dwayne. So I would imagine Gabe Butler, Anthony English, and the rest of them behind them will come down too. Then again, they can make a liar out of me and stay out. Which that's exactly what they're going to do. Make a liar out of me and stay out.
Well, the top 4 did come down.
Yeah.
Adam Kilday, Brandon, Dwayne, and Shane.
Shane's got a black flag.
Yep. Oh, no.
Yep, speeding. So Shane, Dwayne, Brandon, Christopher, Adam, Andrew got a black flag down pit road.
See if I can see what happened.
Well, not yet, Peanuts, but if you keep talking like that, we might.
Oh, yeah. Zonto got a speeding penalty.
Man, all right. Gabe Butler down. Chase Greer down. Anthony English, Rick, Mark, Adam is back out. So all the way back to Mark Mann. The top 5 come down. Adam is out there by his lonesome. As Vicente's probably going to catch him. Andy's probably going to catch. Here comes Dwayne, Christopher, Bubba, Shane. All these guys working together. Sort of, kind of, not really. Sort of, kind of, not really. That's a new one. That would be a Shane Wilden. Is it Wilden or Weldon? Somebody correct me.
I was thinking it was Weldon.
It might be Weldon. Shane Ward is not.
Yeah, he's currently running 10th spot.
There he is. I thought he was on pit road, but yeah, he is right behind Bubba.
We got 3 vehicles right now that are lapped down. That's a 21 of Nick Wing, Andrew Zonto, and Dave Hunt.
Dave had to use his fast repair 3 laps into the race, something like that. Yep. And I don't know why.
Larry Eddy's had to use his fast repair as well as Shane Weldon.
No. But no, Shane Ward is back here running with Bubba, Andy, and Vicente. So Mr. Ward's got a good group with him. Coming up on him is going to be Christopher Jordan and the 9 of Dwayne Corbett.
Yeah, Christopher's just trying to stay clean, being he is still in the running for the Clean Driver Award.
Now,
Go ahead. I think he's got the least amount of incident points, but I could be wrong on that.
Now, does that go through the whole regular season or through the whole season in general?
I think they're doing that for the regular season. Bubba would be the one to answer that, but I believe it's through the regular
season. Okay. Yeah, I don't have the update on that, so I don't know. I've checked the images, but I didn't see any updated images of it, so I didn't know exactly what it was. Shane, let's see here. Chase Greer in the 801 is going to lead his first lap there with Batman behind him. 49ers need a fast repair.
Did they lose tonight? Are they playing or did they lose?
I think they are actually playing right now. I know the Bills lost to the Broncos. I know that. I don't usually talk a lot about football during racing, but I know a lot of people are watching it, so.
Oh, man. If they lose, my boss at work is going to be mad because he is a huge 49ers fan.
They're playing now, according to Peanuts. They're losing
Oh.
17-6. Hey, it's all right. It's all right. Hey, you guys are keeping us entertained down there in chat, and I'm keeping y'all entertained up here. It's a sport, so we talk about sports all across the board here on Maxspeedtv. I even thought about coming out with a Maxspeedtv sports channel, just to talk about sports. You know.
That would be fun.
Yeah. All the way from, softball to hockey. And everything in between.
I have a buddy of mine that I used to work with when I worked law enforcement. His son is a 5-star recruit for OU right now.
Oh, nice. So they're going to be
He's just a junior in high school.
Wow. We're going to be coming up on the 025 here of Larry Eddy to potentially put him a lap down. Now that also depends on, okay, he is going to go to the apron here, and he is going to let these guys go by. Oh.
I think if I was Larry, I would have went to the high side instead of dropping down to the apron. But that's just me.
Yeah, I probably would have done the same thing. They also
But
came
it
around.
all worked out, though.
Yeah. They also came around, I believe, another driver. That would be the 90 of Ron Walters. So everybody from Nick Wing on back to Dave Hunt is a lap down. Shane Wilden is the last car on the lead lap behind Dave Hunt here. These two working together. He almost, yeah, he did, Everett. He sure did. Dodgeball. Yeah, we'll even talk about dodgeball. I don't really watch it, but
ESPN Ocho. I love it.
oh my gosh.
But no, my buddy's son is a junior high school, 6'7", 200, and I think he's like 275 now.
Good night. He'd squash me.
Well, it wouldn't take much. I mean, you're not
too.
large. You're not large in stature there, Joshua. Just saying.
I'm only 5'5" and the $170. Something like that. Yeah, we'll talk about pickleball and cornhole and, all those games that you don't really, see a whole lot of.
Well, speaking of which, how did yours go last night?
It went.
You don't want to talk about it. I could tell from that stutter. It's like,
It went. I mean, me and my teammate, we did all right. We started to go on a winning streak in the losers bracket, and I don't know. I guess we just lost talent. So bags were sliding off the boards. They just wouldn't stay. So I mean, it is what it is. You can't go. It's like racing. You can't go into those games or races and think you're gonna win everything or get a
True.
really good finish. So you just got to go in there with some confidence and just play, and play or race the best thing you can do, So
yeah, that's true. I mean, but you had fun. That's all that matters.
oh yeah, had a blast. I always do. Yes, cornhole. I don't know if y'all have ever watched it or not, but go to YouTube and type in ACL or ACO. Those are the professionals, and they hardly ever miss. So getting down here into the race here, as they are still knocking out the laps here, folks. doing a very good job. They're coming up on another driver here. I don't know who that is.
That is
would be
the old 25 of Larry Eddy.
that would be Larry again.
Well, and the reason why they're catching him so quickly is, you know, he got out of that draft, and of course, when you're talking about super speedways, you know, you get out of that draft, you got to fight and
Yep.
scratch and claw to try to get caught up or stay up with the lead pack.
As they say back in the, you know, and I'm sure everybody's heard the term, your horse is cooked. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, wiggle by Andy. Wow.
Well, and it looks like he just came up a pit road again. He's only been out here three laps, so.
Yeah, I believe Dwayne Corbett, yeah, he's only been out here 2 laps, so.
Yep.
Different strategies. Will it hurt them or, you know, will it help them? You know, that kind of remains to be seen. We're halfway through here. Oh! 39 into the 6 of Bubba. Bubba on the apron. Boy, sponsor not going to be happy about that one.
Let's go back here. I'm going to go back and look and see what happened here.
Yeah, Peanuts. Yeah, they are really serious when they're on TV. Yeah. Yeah, you got that right. Yeah, I do this because I enjoy it and I have fun. Yeah, I take it serious, but I also like to joke around. 3 wide.
So it looked like.
Go ahead.
Looks like Andy McGante went to bump the 39 of Shane Ward, and of course these cars, they don't bump draft very well.
No.
It bumped him and it sent him down into Bubba, and that just pushed Bubba down on the apron.
Man,
Wasn't nothing malicious or intentional by any. It was just a racing deal.
Yeah, Bubba's caught back here by himself now with no help. So, oh, we're gonna have a big wreck. That is first yellow here tonight. Let's take a look, and it looks like right there is where it was, the 78 and the 90. So let's get on Christopher Jordan here. We'll chase view it. Looks like Christopher.
Excuse me.
Oh, that's what happened. Christopher got hooked.
Yep,
By
Ron
the
just
90.
came up on him.
Yep. Hooked him and sent him right down into the 21 of Wing. Oh, man. First yellow here tonight, folks.
Don't look like there's a whole lot of damage to Jordan's car.
Well, he does look like, if we get a chase view here and turn the camera to the front here, he does look like he did kind of plow into a small tree there, but it doesn't look too bad.
No, that's probably going to be just a few seconds of repair.
Let's get on the 21 of Wing here, and it looks like Wing is on pit road. It doesn't look like he's got any major damage, but he is going to go into his pit box here. He does have a fast repair, but I don't think he'll. Oh, he used it. Wow. That's kind of a shocker, but okay. Caution, static time. Wow. I would expect these guys to come down pit road here. They're right there at the window, so. Got you some new boards. Yeah, I've got a set too, but it's been too dadgum cold out down here to put them outside. I ain't got room inside, so.
No, I've been parking my car in the garage.
Yeah,
It's been
I don't-
pretty chilly over this way too.
know what the temp is right now. It's cold. That's all I'm gonna say. It's cold.
Oh, I did get my guitar back there, Joshua.
You got your guitar back. Awesome job. So it's 28 degrees right now.
Let's see. I got 22 here.
Okay. Well, you are a little bit further west. You're probably getting more of that colder air. So.
Yeah, I think so.
So Chase Greer out first. Sanchez, Wild 3, Kilday, English, Butler, Winningham, Bergeron, then Weldon, Mark Mann, Andy Bergante. That is the 11 drivers out first.
I will say I do not like the new YouTube using the @ instead of the names that we used to have.
Oh, yeah, I don't know why they do that. I don't think I could even change that.
You can't. It's something YouTube does.
Yeah, Peanuts, you're right. Cautions can mean more cautions, and your wife gets the garage. Oh, so you put her out in the garage.
Wow.
You love her, so it's okay. You love her that much, you put her out in the garage? Man, that's kind of mean. I'm picking on Peanuts out there now. I get what you mean. So you just park the car outside. I got you. Yeah.
My wife usually puts me in the doghouse, so.
You stay in the doghouse, so you know.
True. That's why she's the warden.
Yep. It looks like the lights are off on the pace car. Coming back to green, lap number 57. Man, 50. What was it? Like 55-ish? 54 laps. Green flag.
54 laps,
Man.
green flag, yeah. Pretty good for these guys,
Well,
honestly.
That's what they say, Buckeye. That's what they say.
Oh, so I gotta retell this story. So this I started calling her that because it was on our 29th anniversary. We were going out to eat, and I looked at her and said, "Yeah, so we've been married 29 years, babe." She goes, "Yep." I said, "Do you realize most convicts don't have prison sentences that long?"
Oh.
She goes, "You want to go sleep on the couch?" I said, "No, warden." So it just kind of stuck. That's what I've called her from then.
Oh, man.
That's why I say stupid stuff all the time, and that's probably why I stay in the doghouse, because I have no filter when I'm talking to her, and I think she just kind of
just rolls with it. Just goes with it.
Yeah. Well, I've been married twice. Unfortunately, unfortunately, it's been to the same woman. So I don't know who's dumber, her or me. Her for saying yes, or me for asking twice. So.
Wow. All right, there we go. Pace car to the safety of pit road once again. 54 laps, a green flag. There's the green, and back underway here tonight. The OP Super Speedway Unlimited Series, round number 6. Here at Daytona, sponsored by Bubba Winningham, and Nick Queen has a black flag for some oddball reason.
Got him for passing under yellow. I think it was on the restart. But.
Yeah, it looks like it was cleared.
Yeah.
So, looks like Buckeye out there telling Harold to go.
Peanuts.
30 years just once. Wow.
Yeah, we actually just celebrated our 31st back in December. So
And I think Harold got that lap. I think, yeah, he did. He stole it away from Chase. Now, Chase does have 4. Let's go ahead and take a look at our lead changes so far. This is at the line. This does not count throughout the, between each lap. But at the line, 22 lead changes, and somebody just went off the track here.
that was Bubba.
That was Bubba. Yes, it was. Wow. All right. So 22 lead changes. We've still got 43 laps to go here tonight. So we've still got quite a few laps. Go under green flag conditions. It'll be about 34.5 minutes.
Oh, he took a shot from the 5 of Sanchez,
Oh.
and Sanchez was trying to bump draft him and just sent him down. And again, that is just the dynamics of these cars. The bump draft or the draft model in these cars.
Oh no!
Still
We're gonna
horrible.
have another wreck! Big
Uh-oh.
wreck! This is a big one. Several drivers involved in this one. Brandon Pfeiffer, I think it started up there with a 53 of Dave Hutt, who was up in the mix here. Let's get on a chase view and find out. I think, yeah, he took a shot here from Walters. Oh, I see. It was kind of a slinky effect. The 13 was ahead and bump, and nothing anybody could really do. The 39, you got to get a piece of it. Looks like the 44 going to get a piece of that too.
Peanuts.
All right, here we go. Static line. Wow. Yeah, I went back and listened to that too. Yeah, definitely some static.
That's one thing I can say, Josh and Peanut, that after 31 years, I can still make my wife laugh. And that's probably why we've been mid-married as long as we have.
That's what counts.
Although I still think she's secretly trying to kill me.
Wow. Can she hear you?
I don't know. Probably.
Probably.
I know she's been. She took off work early yesterday because of vertigo, and so she's been kind of laying in bed. But I know the door's open, so I'm waiting for her to hop out of bed and kind of peek around the corner and give me that look like, I hear you talking smack. But I ain't seen her yet. So.
Yeah, well. Give it a few minutes. It looks like drivers coming back out. Rick Sanchez, Harold Rothery, Jerry, Andy, Chase. There comes Shane, Vicente, the other Shane. We got two Shanes out here. So the first one was Shane Posey, Vicente, and then Shane Weldon. Bubba Winningham, Dwayne Corbett, Gabe Butler coming back out. Here comes Adam Kilday, Mark Mann, Brandon Pfeiffer, Christopher Jordan. Another Shane and Shane Ward coming back out. Man, 1, 2.
Looks like Dave Hunt has taken his car behind the wall too, Joshua.
Oh, yes, he has. You got me on the sound bar, so the static sounds great. I didn't know static really sounded too great, but I mean, if you
Well,
say so.
just because I know Belva's out there watching, the man with no name is out front.
The man with no name. Yeah, we won't mention his name. We'll mention number, but no name.
I'm not even mentioning number.
You're not even going to mention number?
Nope. Nope. Because I don't want that blame on me. Or as they used to say, don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Well, the man with no name coming down pit road. We'll just keep it at that. All right.
Hey, your volume's moving, by the way.
Yeah, it's my. I know you see that too, didn't you? My headset's got a volume knob on it, so when I turn up or down my volume, it'll show up on the screen.
Well, see, I got to be careful because the one that I got, like I gave you, my belly roll will kind of tap it every now and then. It'll mute me for some reason. So.
Peanuts is out there saying it's all fun. I'm not going to say it. But lights are off. Be lap 63 coming to the green. Everybody did come down pit road at least once. Some of them twice.
Have to go back and watch that YouTube. I've been watching this guy. He does a lot of weather updates using the what do they call it? The GSE or GS model.
The GFS model.
Yes.
Yeah, we have a name for that, but I will not say it over the stream. It is not PG-13. Anyway, we'll get to that here in a second because we're coming back green here, Steven. So I'm going to lap 63, Harold Rothery, Jerry Bergeron, Andy Brigante, Vicente, Shane Wilden there. Top 5, green's back out once again here tonight.
Kind of a late green there.
Yeah, just a little bit. They will have to stop at least one more time guaranteed. So save some fuel on the final stop. Probably definitely be able to make it under regulation. But the GFS. There's the GFS. There's the Euro.
GFS, yeah.
And then there's the NAM. There's several of them that they use.
Well, the 13 of Andy Brigante is beating the back bumper off of Harold Rothery's car like it owes him money or something. I mean,
man.
he is just. You owe me $5. Take that.
Well,
I'm going to steal that lap away.
Oh, right. Got him another one. Or did he? I think he did. I think he did. Yeah, he got the last lap. Yep. Now Vicente in control of the bottom here. We'll see for how long. Vicente's one heck of a driver, so we'll see here how long he's going to be able to hold. It's got Jerry behind him. Jerry's all over his bumper. Now, the bad thing about these Xfinity cars, though, is how quickly they heat up. You've got to keep air into that car, into that radiator. You have got to keep that engine cool.
Yeah, and you'll see these guys kind of peek to one side because that cools the radiator. The other side cools the oil.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Yeah, and unlike the 87s, these are restrictor plates. The 87s do not have restrictor plates on them. So,
No, they'd be doing 200 plus mile an hour right now.
oh yeah, easily. Easily.
Well, I might step aside for just a minute, Joshua. I gotta go get me another cup of coffee.
Alrighty. Well, we'll be here. Zente leading that lap from Bubba. We've got Guerrero, Winningham, Bergeron, Pfeiffer, Rothery, the man with no name, Wilden, Ward, Brigante, Posey, Zonto, Butler, Greer, Corbett, Kilday, English, Jordan, and Martin Mann. These guys are all on the lead lap. First driver a lap down is the 025 of Larry Eddy. Ron Walters is the second driver a lap down, and Nick Wing also a lap down. Three drivers, one lap down, and all three are looking to get back on the lead lap, whether it be with a yellow, the old-fashioned way, or some trickery with pit stops, which I have seen it done. 191 miles an hour for Brandon Pfeiffer right there in the number 54. So they are pushing 190 plus on the front and back stretch. But Daytona, folks. Ooh, Bubba going to the bottom. As the man with no name there in the number Cinco there right behind the 54. Looks like got a Buckeye rooting on Ron. Ron's trying to get back on the lead lap. And the man with the no name back up for Rutt. Trying to lead his first lap here tonight. And it looks like he will do just that. Oh, wow. Brandon Pfeiffer. And I believe that is Larry Eddy up here with the leaders. Ooh, 13 shoved the 025. Yeah, nobody really, I don't think, wants Eddie. Larry Eddy, though, he's right there with the leaders. He's trying to stay up toward the front just in case one does come out. And if he is ahead of the leaders, when and if it does, and then it would go to Ron Walters. But if Larry is a lap down, when and if it does come out, and then the way the 13 keeps pushing the 025, somebody is liable to do too much wobbling. It's a wobble instead of a wiggle
Baby
wiggle.
wobble, baby, wobble, baby,
Oh my
wobble,
gosh. I knew that was coming.
Yeah, I had to go in there. My wife says, "Who was you talking to?" I said, "Josh, I'm hanging out with Josh." She goes, "Yeah." She goes, "I wasn't paying you no attention. I heard you talking to somebody, but I wasn't paying any attention." I was like, "That figures."
The only one that wants a caution is that, well, yeah, I would say, yeah, if I was in Larry Eddie's shoes, I wouldn't want to be the cause of it, but I would definitely want one. He would be the lucky dog to get back on the lead lap. Like I said, though, if he's ahead of the leaders on the lead, if he gets past the man with no name and then it does come out, then the lucky dog would go to the 90, unless Nick Wing gets around the 90. It's very confusing, but I've been doing this going on 10 years, so now right now though, Larry Eddie. Oh no. There's the 54 of Brandon going to the in front of the 025, and wow, Bubba shoving the man with no name. I've been calling him the man with no name since we started, so because I know, and you're right, as soon as I say it, something's gonna happen.
Yep, Bubba walked up there with a fistful of dollars and said, "Here's your change."
Here's your change. Yeah, 100 pennies, because there's one number that separates them. The 100 pennies, the whole dollar right there. These guys are getting back single file. Still too early for pit stops, though.
Yeah, I think it was 73 down. I'm gonna take this as. Gonna take caffeine engaged. You gotta take this as far as you can.
Oh yeah. You've got to go the distance. You've got to go until you can't go no more. And we're looking at about 19, 20 laps. I think 20's really pushing it though.
Yeah, because I think some guys run out at 20, or at least I know of one that did.
Yeah, Nick Wing did. Jacked up on coffee, not Mountain Dew. Oh, man. That coffee's probably spiked.
No, not this time.
Oh, so you've done it before.
Oh yeah, I got some butter pecan moonshine in there.
Oh, that don't even sound
I'll throw
good.
a little bit in there. Oh, it's good.
Oh.
Kind of like putting Irish cream liqueur in your coffee.
Oof. We're adults, so, you know. But, yeah, it don't even sound good. Lap
you don't put a whole
75. I think they're going to probably come down about 20 to go, I would say, when we hit, or right before when we hit 20 to go. They may try to save a lap or two. And some of them will be able to go at least to, let's see here. That was the man with no name. He's only been out here 13 laps, so this will be 14 laps for him.
It's gonna be pushing it because if they stay out 5 more laps, I mean, that'll put them right at 20 to go.
Yep. I think though, when we start seeing, or you start hearing them talk about hitting, when the leaders come down, I think everybody else will come down behind them. I don't think they'll stay out one lap.
Yeah, I doubt it.
You know, you're really pushing the gauge on that one. Now, can you bank on a yellow? I mean, yeah, there's people that I'm sure they will, but as clean as they have been here tonight, getting another one, I mean, it's still a possibility, but it's gonna be hard to say because we know they could go the distance under green. So
Absolutely. And right now, you know, everybody is, you know, we only got 2 cars on the outside. That's Larry Eddie and the 13 of Andy Brigante.
Yep.
So.
And Larry is a lap down. So.
Just looking at their stints right now, and Eddie's been out here 16 laps, so he's going to have to find him a hole here pretty soon and get ready to pit.
How long has Larry been out here? 15? So
15, let's see.
now 16 there.
16 there, yeah.
Yeah, so he's going to have to figure out what he wants to do. And, you know, if I'm Larry, I'm coming down under green flag conditions, green flag pit stops. I'm coming down with everybody else. Yeah,
There goes Brigante. Yep.
There goes Brigante. Yep, he found him a hole. That kind of left Eddie out there all by himself with really no way of getting down there. And there's no, maybe he could squeeze it in front of the 14 here. Yeah, that's what he'll do. Wow.
Now we're single file through the whole field.
I think Vicente let him down there.
Yeah, kind of heard something.
Yeah. I think Vicente said, come on. Vicente's a hard racer, but he's pretty, you know, pretty clean and very friendly. So, well, one of those guys that you always want to try to get an interview in when you can. I know he won Wednesday, and then he come out Thursday and grabbed I think it was a P2.
I think we're fixing to have the leaders come down.
Uh-oh. Yup, here comes. Oh!
Nobody went with him.
Nobody went with Brandon. That hurts. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Yes, it is.
Now, Brandon is gonna have to hope there's a yellow.
Well, he just got fuel, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Lap number 80. We're not even at 20 to go yet. It won't be 20 to go until we come to the line. And now the leaders are coming down. Jerry goes. Oh, the 22 in the back of. Well, I'm going to go ahead and say it. The number 5. There is no yellow yet. But mistakes on pit road here. Shane's got a black. Larry's got a black. Unsafe pit entrance and or speeding. Oh, no. Shane Weldon has a black flag, not Shane Ward or the other Shane that we have out here. Shane Posey. I have got to make sure I say the last name.
Let me.
All right. Up here comes more drivers down pit road. The 83 locks it down.
I'm going to go back and look
All
and
right.
see exactly what happened on that, Joshua.
All righty. Harold Rothery's down. Zonto, Vicente, Dwayne Corbett, Christopher Jordan. Here comes the number 5 back to pit road. Had to go all the way around and come back down.
Ooh, looked like Jerry just kind of checked up out on the track before he dropped down below the yellow line. And it looks like Harold just right into the back end of him. Wasn't expecting him to check up that hard on the track.
Well, if they were going over the speed limit too at the same time of getting hit, like if you get hit but you are below the speed limit and it speeds you up, you will get a black flag. That's an iRacing ordeal. That's not, that has nothing to do with the league owners or me or Steven. That's iRacing. Unfortunately, it can't detect who's at fault. You know, they're not that sophisticated yet. Chase Greer's got a black flag coming off of pit road. I think he got caught speeding.
Yeah, and Shane got tagged by the 9 of Dwayne Corbett because he was checking up for everything. That's
Ah,
what sent Shane, the 22 of Shane Weldon,
Weldon.
yep, down into. That's why he got his black flag, because he went into pit road sideways.
Oh man. Well, Weldon's out, Eddie's out, Hunt had retired earlier, and Chase Greer's gonna have to come back down pit road here.
Well, and on that for Weldon, he got he would have got his black flag cleared.
Yeah, it's not
But,
right, but nothing we can do.
yeah,
iRacing,
that's an iRacing.
yeah, iRacing ain't that sophisticated. Yeah, they do great things with the platform, but I don't think they're that good enough to figure out how to fall. I mean, the platform came from NR 2003. They're 3 wide back here. Oh, this is not good. Shane Posey right in the middle of this. Oh, Bubba on the outside, 14 at the bottom. Shane is not backing off either. Bubba is like, nope, I don't want to have any part of that right now. Now, Chase Greer is in his pit box. He did come back down.
Yeah, he got a black flag on that
Exit.
Probably unsafe exit.
Yeah, he was speeding.
Or speeding.
He was speeding coming off of pit road. So, looks like Dobie Caldwell out there. How are you doing? I am not saying his name because the minute I do, we'll just say the man with no name, fans in chat. So, 49ers are 21 laps down. Oh my gosh. Wow. Never heard it quite put that way before, but okay. But I'll be glad to see you out there. 21 laps down. Wow. Well, I guess that's what we're gonna do from now on.
Man, with the great run, got
Yeah.
the 39 of Shane Posey pushing him up towards the front, trying to get around to Adam Kilday. Nitsby.
Well, the man with no name is back in 16th by himself. Had a unfortunate incident there, but man, you know, we've still got 14 laps to go. You know, we get a yellow, and that's going to bunch them all right back up together. So I would not count out anybody out here on the racetrack, including those that are 1 lap down. So I have seen drivers, you know, come from, you know, 3, 4, 5 laps down to win the race. Now, not this late in the race, but I remember one time, that was before my heart attack. I think it was Anthony. Actually. He got down several laps, and, you know, we wasn't even thinking that he was going to be able to get back on the lead lap. And then the dude turned around and won the dang thing. So, you know, that just goes to show you that anything can happen.
Yep, just like we got Batimus Prime out front.
Batimus Prime.
He's driving an Autobot.
Oh, man. He's probably got that thing on autopilot. So, yeah, bumping and bruising up here. Oh, that's going to put Mark in the middle. Oh, Mark's got held 3 wide, 2 rows deep. Oh.
These guys up front that are running 3
They
wide
know how
right
to
now,
do it.
They definitely know how to do it.
Adam Kilday, Mark Man, Gabe Butler, Shane Posey, Vicente, Shane, Andy, Anthony even up here. Zonto is bringing a whole group with him. Bubba Winningham, Brandon Pfeiffer, Harold Rothery's coming with Jordan and somebody else is back here. Who is that? That
Ron
is
Walters.
Ron Walters. So
Yep.
we've got some drivers coming up through the field. We're about to have more drivers.
Yeah, if you look at Mark's side of his car, right on his down post behind the door there, he's got the Autobot symbol. That's why I call him Batimus Prime.
The auto. Oh, okay. Yeah, I do see that now. Is that the Autobot symbol or the Decepticons?
Pretty sure that's an Autobot symbol.
Oh.
Let me. Yeah, that's an Autobot.
That is the Autobot. All right. So, yeah, Autobot, Autopilot, Markman.
Batimus Prime.
Yeah, Batimus Prime. Batimus Prime. Oh, my gosh. Well, next week, folks, another round of racing. That is going to be at Talladega, then Daytona 08, then Atlanta to start, of course, February. We will be off the February the 14th.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
Shane Posey up into the wall.
Shane, oh.
No yellow.
No yellow.
No yellow.
Oh, as the man with no name, we're going to take it 3 wide up the gap. Masato at the bottom. Oh, man. Yeah, that could have been bad.
Yeah, I need Eric to make me a...
No, he might have. No, he had to come back down, Belva, and that's what gave him a lap down. He had to go all the way back around by himself and then come back out. And by the time he was able to get back out, he went a lap down. So no, he didn't get a black. No, he didn't.
Yeah, if he would have stayed on, if he would have went back down on pit road, he would have got a black.
Yeah.
I need to have Eric make me a the police car.
Oh yeah.
Barricade.
Barricade? Yeah.
Yeah, this is to punish and enslave.
Yeah. Oh, 3 wide again. 39.83, 44 now, even in the mix of this. Anthony English. And we are still 3 wide. Now the man with no name in the middle of that. I'm sure they're probably thinking, who is the... Oh, no! Here we go! We're going to get a yellow? Nope. We stay green here, folks. Oh, no.
No, but he has some damage.
Yes, he does. And I didn't even say his name either. Oh, yeah. Oh, that front left tire not moving at all. Yeah. Well, Rick Sanchez, heavy damage here. He does have a fast repair, but this is going to hurt. It's definitely going to hurt his chances as we wind down the final 7 laps here tonight. Yeah, and I didn't even say his name either, so...
Neither did I.
Yeah, neither did you. So, not our fault. What our fault? Not this time. But as I was saying about the schedule here, we'll be off the 14th of February. We'll come back on the 21st, 28th. And then the final round of the regular season on the 7th of March at Dega. And I know Steven hopefully will be probably doing a couple of races here coming up as we go 3 wide. And I've got some things that are going to be happening here as we get back into the spring and summer. So Steven's going to be covering for me. So y'all's going to have to hear his lovely voice here in the next couple of months. All right, Steven does a really great job at broadcasting, so I trust him.
I've had a lot of practice.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, a lot. You're painting. All right. Well, Mara is out there. She is watching. She's painting. So, are you painting me a pretty picture? Are you painting?
Mara.
Are you painting like a wall or something? Are you painting a picture on the wall? I mean, what are they called? Murals? They're on the walls. They're called murals.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mural.
Yeah. Mara is painting a mural. Furniture. Oh, okay. Even better. Five laps to go. Mark Mann, Adam Kilday, Gabe Butler, Vicente Shea Posey, Eddie Brigante, Harold Rothery, Anthony English, Andrew Zonto, Christopher Jordan, top 10. But a lot can happen in 5 laps. Well, it'll be 4 laps this coming up time by. The most important lap, though, the final lap. That's the most important lap.
Kind of spread out.
Yeah.
Like a gap between 10th and the lead pack. So
Yeah, from Zonto to Jordan. Yeah. I don't think these guys up here care.
I don't think they do either.
I think they're like, all right, guys, we got coming to 3 to go. Let's just kind of end it now. I am going to go, I do have to say it. So I think everybody's used to me saying it. So they do have GWC attempts, and now is the time. If we do get a yellow, they will be into that GWC attempt usage. We get to the white flag, though, and it comes out, and then they wreck. Then, well, whoever can make it back to the line, that would be your winner. Whoever crosses the line first.
Don't be throwing that Medlock juju out there, though.
I know. Coming to 2 to go here at the stripe. 2 laps remain here tonight. It is only 9:35. So, yep, Talladega coming up next week. That's going to be a fun race, I do believe. Looking forward to it. I love me some Talladega.
Talladega, where dreams go to die.
That too. Maxspeedtv, where static is real.
Oh, Bubba Winningham with a black flag.
Oh no. Drivers down pit road? I think so.
Yeah, we got a few down there. Shane Ward's coming off.
That's
Dwayne
where
Corbett.
Bubba got his, I believe. There it is, 1 to go. White flag in the air. No more yellows here tonight. So whatever happens now happens. Mark Mann up front. Adam Kilday, Gabe Butler. And we're going to have some moves being made up here. We're going to go 3 wide. We could definitely see a 3 wide for the win. Is the 83 of Shane Posey. Oh, not going to be able to get back up there, it looks like. Coming out of turn number 4, though. Who is it going to be? They're wrecking behind them. The 85 or the 04. To the stripe we go. And Adam Kilday holds off Mark Mann 6/1000ths of a second. Wow.
That was close.
That was close. That was fun. That was fun. So Adam Kilday grabbing the win here. Very close between Adam and Mark. Vicente gonna grab a podium finish again here tonight. Boy, this has been a week of podium for Vicente. We're going to go ahead and get the top 3 down here real quick for the Maxspeedtv poster race show. We're going to see Adam probably burn it up here in just a second. Yeah, there he goes. He is going to mow the grass here tonight.
He needs to sharpen his blades, though.
Yeah, not doing a very good job. Oh, man, what a win by Adam. Awesome job, bud. All right, well, we'll get the top 3 down here for the Maxspeedtv poster race show. And Peanut saying back to the doghouse. So,
Yup.
all righty, folks, we will be right back. Well, alrighty, folks. Well, I have caught up with the top 3 here tonight. We're going to pull third up here first. That is going to be, well, we're just going to call him Podium Man Vicente here this week because this dude all week long has been getting in podiums, you know, from Wednesday to Thursday to, well, now tonight, Vicente. You're in, you know, fitted great race for you here tonight in third. It's been one good week for you, but you know tonight Daytona, 22 cars out there here this evening. Not the biggest field you guys have had, but still, nevertheless, 22 drivers was enough to really keep you guys on your toes here. Talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty fun, you know, like I was up front most of the night and at a point there in that race I felt like it was gonna come down to a fuel mileage, so I started saving a little bit, falling back in the pack, just falling in line, trying to save an extra lap because I think I was short a lap.
Oh,
And I was able to do that. And as soon as I was up to the leaders, I was able to save a little bit more. Um, then I had enough, just enough to make it there at the end, and I just stayed behind Gilday and manage my temps so I could give him everything I had there at the end. Shane Posey, man, he had a run coming on the outside. He was giving me a little bit there on the outside, but he's just going for the win too. So I don't know if he had any help, but I think maybe if he had some help on the outside with him, maybe he had something for us up front.
yeah,
But
it was
hats up to him.
the runs you guys were getting out here tonight throughout the race, whether it be, you know, 2 or 3 cars up there on the outside and you know, you have a whole line on the bottom. You know, me and Steven was actually looking at that here. The side draft, you get side draft here, you know, tonight, and you would get massive runs. Did you notice that?
Um, a little bit, not too. It's not too bad. I think it was more managing temps and timing it perfect where people are overheating, then you could build a run doing that way. Um, you know, and not bumping so aggressively.
Yeah.
Uh, I noticed that it was easier to manage temps and just keeping a little buffer zone to the front. The leader, whoever was in front of me, I just kept like a buffer zone, and I managed temps, and it was easier to manage temps that way, at
No,
least. So
it worked out for you. Awesome job, man. Another podium for you. Good points died for you. Of course, you know, we won't be back in action until Thursday. You know, we'll be back with OP. Are we going to be able to, are we going to see you Thursday?
yeah, I think yeah, I'll probably show up on Thursday. I think it was Bumpy Daytona with the 87s, right?
I believe
That's
so.
what's next. Yeah, so yeah, we'll see what happens that night.
All
Hopefully
right.
it'll go the same as this past week. I think I got second yesterday,
Yeah,
or no, a couple of days ago or
Thursday.
something.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
second Thursday, so maybe one more spot better going into, you know, this coming up Thursday's race. Well, when we come back next Saturday, you know, for round number 7, we go to, well, Talladega, one of my favorite. It's like probably my all-time favorite super speedway. You know, it's wide, a lot of 3 wide action. You know, how do you feel about going into that race?
It's the same as every other race. Try to be up front, be you know, make the right decisions and stay out of trouble, and hopefully be up front at the end of it.
All righty, Vicente. Awesome job out here tonight on AP3, buddy. I know you've got a few final thoughts, shout outs, things you want to give before you go celebrate. So I'll turn the mic over to you, bud.
Yes, sir. I want to thank you for broadcasting. Can't wait to watch this one back, especially to watch the ending there. I want to thank OP and all their admins for what they do here. I want to thank the drivers that showed up today and everybody that's watching your channel, and my folks out in Arizona, and my wife for letting me do what I do here.
All righty. Vicente, go celebrate your P3 out here tonight. We will see you Thursday.
Well,
Thanks.
before Vicente goes, you got
Yo,
to change that name from No Presta to Muy Mucho Presta.
mucho presta. Oh yeah. Hey, by the way, I'm running this paint scheme here. It was a paint scheme, memorial paint scheme for RJ. It's been about 2 years on the 11th that he
Hmm.
was passed away. But
Yeah,
man, I really enjoy running this Superman paint scheme for him.
pretty sharp. Love it.
Thank you.
Yeah. All righty, Vicente, go celebrate. We'll see you Thursday, buddy.
Thanks.
Uh huh. Well, all right. Well, that was Vicente. Let's go ahead and get our P2 down here tonight, Mr. Markman, and I believe Steven has caught up with the old 4. Bad big.
I
Well,
have, and the old Batimus Prime strikes again at P2, buddy. I told Joshua I'm gonna have to get me a paint scheme with the barricades so me and Batimus Prime can battle out on a track at some time.
heck yeah. Well, that was a close
That was
finish.
awesome, awesome finish. You guys, I thought you were going to pull it out. Gabe was behind you, just trying to push you, but Adam and them guys out there on that backside on that second lane just had a little bit more.
Yeah, I saw him building up a run there coming out of 4, and just right there in the tri-oval, I kind of got up to try to slow down Adam's momentum. It just wasn't in time. Gabe was probably just boiling hot, getting ready to blow that motor. He gave me all he could, and I appreciate it, and that's all you can ask for. And it was a good, fun, close finish. I enjoyed it, and it was a good, long green flag runs there. A lot of green flag pit stops. The race went by quickly, and that was a lot of fun.
Well, we were talking a little bit, Mark, about the side draft here. Any of the super speedways, that side draft can help you or hurt you. But what I noticed, with some of the guys running that second lane. If they didn't get down and get some of that side draft on that inside line, they would lose that momentum in about the mid turn. Was you noticing the same kind of pattern there that I was?
Yeah, even in these B cars, um, their momentum and side draft based not as extreme as some of the other builds in, like, say, the truck now or the next gen car. But this does have some of that side draft momentum dynamic to it. You can still kind of hang off the pack a little bit and daydream and not lose the pack, but some of those other builds and those other race cars and trucks, you can really lose the draft now. So I kind of have to stay awake halfway through the race to make just to do a little check to make sure I'm still in the draft before I wake up before the last 20 laps of these things.
Well, I know that we hinted on a little bit with Vicente about the temps on the cars. He was saying that watching your bump draft and maybe getting that little cushion between you and the car in front of you. How was you able to maintain and control your temperatures tonight?
Well, I didn't do a ton of pushing tonight. I was basically in the back for the majority of the race, and then when I did eventually work my way to the front, I kind of caught getting on, to the lead. I had enough fuel, so I was able to maintain those lines and keep the people behind me cool to a point. So I didn't have to do a whole lot of pushing when I got towards the front. So I didn't really have to maintain temps much tonight.
Well, next week, be sure you charge up that Allspark just a little bit more so Batimus Prime can take that top spot away from them guys.
Batimus Prime, I like it.
Well, Josh, Mike's yours, buddy.
All right, well, Talladega next week, Mark. Getting a good finish out here tonight. What do you think about Talladega, buddy?
Wide open, 3 wide, the entire race. It's not like Daytona, where track position means more at Daytona. I mean, especially towards the end of these. 3 wide works, but not like it does at Talladega. Talladega is, the third line is just part of the natural course of the race. So that's going to be 3 wide traffic jam.
3 wide traffic jam. All righty. Well,
Yep.
awesome job out here tonight. We're going to see you Thursday in the 87s.
We'll see. Thursday is always going to be up in the air for me because, that's one of the off days for racing for me. But we'll see. If there's nothing going on and I'm not doing anything, definitely.
Okay. All right. Well, stay tuned. Of course, we'll see you definitely next Saturday. Hopefully, we'll see you Thursday. If not, we'll see you Saturday, bud. I know you've got, some thought, shout outs, thanks you want to give here tonight. So I will turn the mic back over to you.
Yeah, thanks to you and Steve for broadcasting tonight. Maxspeedtv. And Mara watching at home, probably in bed, and everybody else watching. And thanks to Gabe for the good push tonight. And congrats to Adam and everybody I raced with. And whoever sponsored.
Now, that would be Bubba. Bubba Winningham.
Thank you to Bubba for sponsoring tonight's race.
Yep. So, all righty, Mark. We'll go celebrate your P2. We'll see you next week, buddy.
All right, bro.
Yep. All right. Well, that is going to bring us to our winner here tonight, the Shine Down 85 machine, just because he door slammed Mark. No, I'm just playing.
So,
Adam, I gotta pick on you, buddy. I mean, you and Mark, hard racers. You guys are gonna go for the same real estate. So, awesome job out there tonight. It was close. It was very close. So, talk about your racing out here tonight. You started way in the back, 22nd, but the most important lap, buddy, is that final lap, man. Talk about it.
I mean, like, it seemed like Mark wanted to have a fun little battle at the end, so I was willing to accept, I guess. So we made it pretty fun in that final stint there on that last freaking cycle run we had. But no, I mean, I wasn't even going to join this race tonight. I had it pretty much already set up that I was just going to skip out and watch the football game playoffs, but my team ended up getting stopped, so I was like, well, shoot, I may as well join OP, uh, get my minimum starts in, uh, so I qualify for the playoffs, and yeah, I guess I'm glad I did at the end of the day.
Yep, got the win out here tonight, buddy. Awesome job. Just out of curiosity, who's your team?
Uh, 49ers.
Oh no, yeah, I heard about
Yeah,
that, man. Oh man.
I accept your condolences.
Yeah, I heard about it. I don't watch much NFL, but yeah, I have friends that are 49ers fans, including you. I didn't know who your team was, so but and I know it's tough. So, but hey, something good come out of tonight, buddy. Awesome win out here. Pit stops out here tonight, buddy. A lot of solid green flag runs, a long green flag run there at the start. A couple of green flag pit stops there before the first yellow. Talk about the pit stops. How was you able to control everything coming down a pit road here?
Uh, I mean, the car was locking up quite a bit under braking coming into the pits. Um, it's still I had an early box, so I was trying to enter the pits to the left on entry, and with the new cone on the new updated Daytona, they like pushed the entry line back further towards
Oh.
turn 4, so it's more earlier, so it's a different braking point, especially when you're further to the left. You have to hit like a earlier braking point when you're entering pit road from down there. So you know, uh we got used to it pretty much after the first stop. We figured out where it was, and then it was just trying to come out with the rest of the pack on all the pit cycles that took place.
Yeah, there was
So
quite a few of those.
yeah, and it ended up turning out to be a fuel run, fuel game on the last pit stop, and I think it was under yellow. We ended up going green, and I think saving for like a one-stop race or whatnot. But yeah, unfortunate, because you probably, you know, don't like fuel races much. You probably want to see some 2 wide, 3 wide action on the TV, but
I love fuel mileage races. But frankly, I don't care if they go
oh,
fuel mileage or if they go, uh, tire management. I personally don't really care as a broadcaster. I just want a clean race. So,
yeah.
and I know everybody else is probably feeling the same way about the clean racing, and y'all had an amazing one tonight. I know a lot of people don't like fuel mileage races, but they don't bother me.
No, this was 2 cautions for 6 laps at New Daytona in the B
Hmm.
car. So
Yeah.
it was a good one for sure. So
And
and
40,
everyone was packed together, so that was kind of good. Had some good traffic to race with.
yep, and 40 lead changes in the race tonight.
Holy crap.
Yeah, a lot of lead changes. Well, awesome win out here tonight, Adam. I know we got the 87s Thursday. Are we going to see you Thursday?
Oh yeah, you'll see
Okay.
me Thursday.
All right.
You know, so I will definitely be there.
All right. Well, Talladega next Saturday night right here on Maxspeedtv. How do you feel about with some momentum going into that race?
Uh, Dega is probably um my more favorite super speedway. I probably like it more with the trucks, but new truck package isn't the same as it used to be, unfortunately. But we'll take the B cars there next week and see what we could do with them uh in Alabama. But until then, yeah, I think I set myself up pretty good for points with this win. I don't know if I got any extra bonus points. I'll have to check. I know I didn't get a 0x, so that's for sure. But
Oh, no.
yeah, nah, it is what it is. But Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Maybe we get a bigger field too, and we'll see the return of Jimmy Reynolds. So we'll see what's up.
Yeah, we had the 24 hours of Daytona still going on, so I knew it was going to have a lower field out here tonight. So, but still, nevertheless, 22 drivers starting out here this evening, man. That was amazing. So, and you guys put on a great show out there. Awesome win out here tonight, buddy. I know you've got a few final thought shout outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate your victory. So I will turn the mic back over to you.
Yeah, we'll do a shout out to the drivers, all the guys who decided to show and put on a race tonight, and definitely shout out to Vicente with the massive push at the end. I thought we didn't have it there for a second going into 3, but he was locked onto me pretty good to give me that shove there at the end. But yeah, if it weren't for the guys behind you in these races, wins wouldn't be possible. So it's definitely on those dudes and everyone keeping a stacked, packed lane behind me. So I appreciate that. And what else? Shout out Maxspeedtv, Joshua Medlock, Stephen Lane. I see you're in here too, and I
Yeah, buddy.
appreciate your time doing this stuff. And OP Unlimited series under admin control by Bubba Winningham. So thank you, Bubba, for the time you're taking out of your nights putting on this league and keeping it under control, dude. Anyone else that helps them? I'm pretty sure Anthony's still a big part of it too. So keep thanking Anthony on this as well. So and yeah, that same goes for all the other nights too. So thank those guys a lot, man.
All righty, Adam. Well, thank you for coming out here and going ahead and racing with the guys. That just gave them another car out here, and I'm sure they're now thinking, well, you could have just stayed and watched the game, but
Yeah,
hey, awesome win, awesome win. Good things always happen for those that come out and just run their own races, and that's what you did out here tonight, buddy. Awesome job. We will see you Thursday.
yeah, we will
Yep.
see you then.
All righty, buddy. Go celebrate. We'll see you then.
Yeah, you take it easy.
You too, bud. All right, well, that was Adam Kilday there grabbing the win out here tonight. Well, Steven, great racing out here tonight. I know you missed a little bit of it. You did have I would say you had the stream up, but your screens went black, so you did miss just a tiny bit of it. But, overall, it was great racing out here by these guys.
Yeah, and it's getting better and better every week, Josh. I'm noticing a lot more green flag runs, not as many cautions. Guys are starting to get used to running with each other. A lot of these guys have been running with each other for several seasons. Of course, 18 seasons for OP Saturday night. It's crazy that it's been this long, but awesome job by these guys. Bunch of great group of guys, great drivers. But one of these days I'm gonna be back out there running with them. But like I said, I want to get some of my stuff taken care of, get myself taken care of first.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, health comes before racing. Trust me, I know all about that. So, and there's still days where I hurt and I don't want to do it. But as somebody like me, I love doing this. There's days though that I can't. Because I
Yeah,
hurt so bad. But that's when you have great friends like you, Steven, that if you're available, I know you'll be there and to help me out with some races. And I know we're going to be coming up on a few that I'll be talking to you later on about. But
of
um,
course.
that I'm going to need some step in done. But with that, I mean, these guys out here tonight, put on a great show. Of course, no broadcast Tuesday as that series is done, but we will be back Thursday for the 87s, and those things are a beast.
They are, and they're a handful too, and it's really going to be a handful being at '08 Daytona because them cars are definitely a little bit more touchy. because of the speeds, but it's going to be a wild one to watch
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, I'm afraid we might see a few more yellows. I hate
Yeah,
saying
very
that,
possible.
but we might see a few.
Very, very possible. Well, I'm gonna let you get to the closing stuff, Joshua. Good night, everybody out there. Thanks for tuning in. And Joshua, as always, thanks for letting me come up with you.
Yeah, you're welcome to scare me again. I don't care.
All right.
Alrighty,
Good
buddy.
night, everybody. Good night, Joshua.
Good night, Steven. All right. Well, Steven's always welcome up here, even if he scares me. But yeah, nevertheless, awesome job by everybody out here. And again, thanks to Steven for jumping up here and helping me. He didn't have to, but I guess he decided, well, I ain't got nothing else to do, so I'll go ahead and jump up there and help him. But here are our unofficial results. Pretty giddy admin stuff they have to do out here tonight. Adam Kilday grabbing the win out here at Daytona. Congratulations to Adam on the win out here tonight. Mark Mann there, though, right there. I mean, he was right there with Adam, and well, just not enough to get him around him. But hey, Mark got a good points night here in second. Vicente third. Another podium for Vicente this week, and it's been all about podium finishes for Vicente. And I just remembered that he finished first on Wednesday, grabbed the win, got second Thursday, got third tonight. So it was a 1-2-3 all week long for Vicente. But hey, podium finish, good points night again for him. Gabe Butler, good points out there in fourth. Fifth will be Anthony English, good points night for him. Shane Posey in sixth. Andrew Zonto seventh. Harold Rothery at eighth. Christopher Jordan ninth. And Dwayne Corbett 10th. Andy Brigante at 11th. Brendan Pfeiffer 12th. Shane Ward 13th. Ron Walters 14th. Jerry Bergeron 15th. Chase Greer 16th. Bubba Winningham. A big shout out to Bubba Winningham sponsoring tonight's race. Unfortunately, he didn't have the race he wanted out here tonight. He'll finish 17th, but we'll see him back Thursday, hopefully, and I know we'll see him Saturday. So, but anyway, Bubba 17th, Nick Wing at 18th, Rick Sanchez 19th, and Shane Weldon 20th, Larry Eddy 21st, Dave Hunt in 22nd. But our winner here tonight, Adam Kilday, again. Thank you all for tuning in here tonight on Maxspeedtv. Again, I do apologize about the static. I'll try everything to get that all cleared up before next week, next Thursday for sure. And we'll see if we can get rid of that static problems that we're having. But that's going to do it here tonight on Maxspeedtv and for the OP Super Speedway Unlimited Series, round number 6 of season 18 here tonight. Until Thursday night, stay safe, folks. Thank you all, and have a good night.
Engines roll, the night comes alive. Maxspeedtv, where the races thrive. Tires burn, the crowd leans in. This is where the action begins. Wheels spin, sparks ignite. Under the lights is a fierce fight. Shafts alive like a racing heart. Is a place where legends start. Oh, Maxspeedtv, full throttle run. Broadcasting great chat, second to none. League action racing under the sun. Maxspeedtv, where the fun's never done. Thank you, Chevyland.com. Now hurry, get you one, son. Tell Maxspeedtv sent you.